God's response, divine intervention. Then the Lord himself spoke. So God is a sovereign God. He sees everything. He hears everything. He knows everything. He witnesses everything. So whatever they said, look how God came to his defense. And what he said in Job 38, verse 2. Who is this who darkens counsel by words without knowledge? That's in Job 38, verse 2. This is the most powerful statement of how merciful, graceful, and how God protects his children. This is God speaking to Job directly. And think about it. How special was that? That God came to Job and told him, you know, who is this who darkens counsel by words without knowledge? Just basically telling him, you don't have to listen. Don't listen to that bad advice, those judgment. Don't listen to all that negativity, you know, because God himself was witness to what Job was, who he stand for, what he believed in, his righteousness, you know. So God came to his defense. And he proceeded to ask Job, this is very interesting, 70 soul-searching question. When have you ever heard that God taking the time, right, to be there for Job and question Job because he knew his integrity, he knew his love for him, he knew, you know, how much he you know, read his word, you know, and knew about God, to reveal his power, wisdom, and sovereignty, not to condemn. God didn't do this to condemn him. God did this so he can reflect on what he already knew about him, to put it into practice, you know, how he put it into practice, but to realign Job's perspective with his divine purpose. So by God doing this, he asked them 70 questions. My goodness, we are not, privileged in our lifetime to go through something like this, but you have to think about it. If God took the time to ask them 70 questions, right? And to make sure that Job understood that his perspective and his divine purpose, that he knew what Job's heart was aligned with. He knew that Job was righteous. So, you know, we don't get to have that privilege in our lifetime, but Job did, because